Hooray, at last, Fallout 76. I've been busting to have a go of this. It looks fantastic. Although a lot of people don't seem to think so. It's been having an absolute kicking in the newspapers and on YouTube and everywhere you look, practically. Facebook, social media, Twitter. There's a lot of people ripping it to bits. However, I've been playing it now for about, well, not that much. I think I played it for about 12 hours or so. And this video is going to be about my first hour with the game. And I'm absolutely loving it. I'm really enjoying it. Yes, there's some bugs. There's definitely some bugs, but I would be lying to you if I didn't say that I was enjoying myself. And I'm enjoying myself. So there. What do you think about that? Something could be said about the fact that it's a full price game and kind of needs a few things done to it when on release, but I think more and more games these days, they're following a model of the base game gets released and then we as players participate in the game's evolution. And Bethesda say that all the upgrades and so on, DLC, is actually going to be free. I think they're going to try and maintain it with microtransactions and stuff, which is fine. They're upfront about that, which I think is a good thing. So I'm all for it. And if you don't like it, well, I completely understand. But, you know, it's tough poo. Anyway, enough of all that, cobblers. Look, the bombs have dropped. It's time for us to venture out into Appalachia in West Virginia. Be careful how you spell that.
Good morning, Vault 76.
And look, we're awake. And look, it's a vault. Ooh, and it's all tidy and lovely. What on earth would you want to leave it for? So first things first, as it is when you get up in the morning, you've got to put your face on. And in this one, you've actually quite literally got to put your face on. And it took me ages to make my face, hence speeding it up 4,000%. But once I've done that, I was happy with the way I looked. Thusly, info parp. But of course, I don't know if you're aware or not, but you can actually change your face at any time in the game. You can access it from the menu. So all my agonising was a complete waste of time. After plenty of arsing around with the photo mode, look, you can do a field of view, you can roll it certain ways, you can turn depth of field on and off. There's loads and loads of options there, loads of filters to make yourself look rather cool. And of course, you can buy loads of stuff in the shop with your atoms that you get for completing daily challenges and tasks and all that kind of thing. You can also purchase atoms directly with real cash, but I'm never going to do that. Sorry, I'm just not like that. I've spent money on the game initially. I might buy some DLC, but I won't do that. I sound like Meatloaf. One nice little thing before you bugger off, have a look at the terminal in your bedroom and you can have a game of Nuke-a-Tapper. I don't know how it works. Don't forget to have a look around, switch on your TV, turn on your tumble dryer, trip over things, and have a general squidge, but you can't pick up anything. Use the bog. At all, really, here, I don't think. Proceed to exit. Hello. It's my Pip-Boy. So strap on your futurist retro tech and step out into the vault. It nurses you through your first timid steps into the world. So you're going to go down here and you start talking to lots of robots with strangely upper-class butlery names like... Hello, Cratch there. Anyway, have a word with each of these electronic fops and they'll give you little odds and sods like purified water. I'll have that. And Radex. I'll have that. Hello, Cavendish. This multi-armed metal bauble will give you stim packs and Radaway. Lovely. Don't forget to grab them. 5, mind. Take all that, thanks. Anyway, you get the picture. This chap will give you called Higginbottom. Nice. He'll give you some building supplies. Thank you, Higginbottom. Merriman. Merriman will give you a jaunty party hat. Owly will give you your camp machine. More on this later when we're outside. And there's also some perk cards on the sideboard on the way out too, which is lovely. And perhaps now is as good a time as any to have a look at the new special menu. As you saw, our experience bar just filled up on picking up the perk cards. So we come in here, have a look at the special menu. Then you've got to make a choice of which perk card you want to buy. And by picking that particular perk card, it increases that special attribute. Let's take strength then. And the reason I picked strength is because it allows you to carry more. And if any of you have played Fallout, you know how much junk you pick up. And also this perk card, which comes with the strength increase, increases my one-handed melee weapon damage. Once you've decided on the perk and the card, don't forget to actually equip it, otherwise it'll just sit down on the bottom doing nothing. And as you level up and increase each attribute, you see a little number. Like, for example, here we can see Strength 2. And that means that the card perks I put under it mustn't add up to more than that number. And I'm obviously thick as pig dung because it took me ages to work that out. Now it's time to leave the vault. But because I'm such a nosy Parker, I missed the door actually opening up. Would you believe it? I came in and rummage around the security terminal, and while that was happening, the grand opening of the big cog door was taking place. However, upon reading this particular terminal, there were some rather interesting tidbits.
But I must admit I'm afraid as well, if some of the experiments in the other vaults go wrong, it could give you nightmares, and that's the only thing, and that's only the things I know about.
So I reckon the vaults are going to release some horrendous horrors of which we have never seen the like. Hello, Alderton.
They grow up so fast.
And here we go, our first tentative steps out into Appalachia. And as soon as you come out of the vault, I recommend you turn right. You find this poor dead sod here, and they've got a gun and some ammo on them. And then just have a little look around, really. I followed the steps down, had a quick squizzle around the buses, and then I bumped into my first monster, the dreaded, terrifying Liberator Mark 0. Yeah, no, they're shite. Now don't forget, don't pick up absolutely everything you see. I tend to do that, and I found that my pockets were dragging along the floor behind me and I became encumbered. So be a bit frugal with your picking up. Of course, pick up some scrap and some steel and pick up everything. It's entirely up to you. You play it the way you like. But it can get a bit of a pain in the arse if you're walking slowly everywhere. Instead of wandering around at a slow crawl like a lot of the other Fallout games do, you drain your AP bar as you walk. And once that happens, then you're completely crippled. You've got to stop, wait for it to build back up, and off you go again. So don't do that. So I had a bit of a rummage around down there, and as usual, there was just loads of crap and junk everywhere. So I made my way back up to the Vault-Tec exit, where you meet Pennington. Well, actually, I didn't record what he said, really, but it's probably a little cobblers anyway, telling you to go and find the Overseer. There's a dead body here with a nice little note on it, which might be worth a read. And I didn't really find much else. Oh, yes, actually, as you're wandering down the slope, there's this really cool-looking guard tower. Carefully don't get mauled by the horrendously dangerous foxes. Pick up every bottle cap you find, because they're so rare, they're like rocking horse poo. And up the top here, there's the two little seats and some musical instruments. Better buff out. Pickaxe Pilsner. I bet that tastes nice. Oh yes, and in the duffel bag there's a plan for a single-action revolver ivory grip, which I found twice, actually, at the beginning. But anyhow, you see these instruments, if you play them, you get a fine-tuned or well-tuned bonus. Love boogieing on down with the mouth harp. Or if you're that way inclined, you could have a strum on the banjo and pretend you're in Deliverance, which is great fun. I'm gonna cut you, boy. Sorry. What's this? Where? Oh, it's a massive tick! Ow. I hate ticks! Look, see, over here. This is where. Yeah, see, I told you. So there's another revolver ivory grip.
What's going on here then? Is this someone's place? What? Oh dear, what are these? Right. Oh my god, they've been nuked.
Not nuked, scorched. But I haven't got that far in the game yet.
Right, I'm gonna have to have a fight here now, because I can hear the thing walking around outside. Now we do have a thing.
I've only been in the game about 25 minutes or so. Look at that. Buggy.
He's got a gun! And he moonwalked out of the way. I see what they mean. Well, there you go. Scorched with a gun. That's hungry and thirsty. See, this is all new to me. So stim packs for health. So I could just that's good for... it's water, so if I do that... and that'll take it up. Right, okay.
Although I can see how this is going to get a bit of a pain in the arse. Hunger and water all the time. Health is bad enough, and poison and mutations, but now I've got to worry about being thirsty.
These are really weird, aren't they? Right. Thanks, sneaking up on me toss face. Bit of a kick in. Oh, it's a rabbit. What's these? Magic mushrooms.
And finally I got to the Overseer's camp. And there's a cache with lots of bits and bobs in it, which is very handy, of course. And this also serves a real good purpose of getting to know the game's basic fundamentals. Look, it's a player! My first met player! But he completely ignored me, and I ignored him. Could be a she, who knows? Basically, we completely ignored each other. So as this is a camp, here you can build, or the Overseer has built, as an example, the different bits and bobs that you'll need. You can build yourself an armor bench, you can craft yourself a weapons bench, you can craft yourself anything. A tiny little settlement if you so wish. But obviously that's far too complicated for me at the moment, so I'm just going to use hers and make some stuff. And by doing that I also do a few challenges. Thusly, I added a nice serrated blade to my machete.
That's handy. This is so weird with people just wandering around.
So after scrapping my junk and arsing around in the camp a bit more, I decided to wander off. And let's have a look and see what I found.
Looks like a robot. Who do we have here? Oh. Where was Farman? Wrong road.
Combat's a little bit scrappy too. You use the new VAT system, but of course it doesn't freeze time down. It just kind of locks on like that. And then you shoot, and then you kind of generally hit them. It's a bit weird, and I don't know if I quite like it at the moment. I think it needs tweaking.
Sorry, hounds. I hate shooting dogs, but there you go.
Well, in fact, it definitely needs tweaking. It doesn't really work that well.
Dog meat. Left arm bones. Well, you know. You never know. Welcome to Flatwoods, home of the green monster.
Flatwoods is the home of jealousy.
Bloody squirrel. What the hell is that? Ooh. Green Country Lodge. Oh, leveled up as well. Level 3.
For some unknown reason, I went for concentrated fire as my first perk or second perk. Don't pick it because VATS is so weird that it's hard to select a limb, let alone shoot something.
And then you put it in the slot. Don't forget to equip it.
Although VATS does work, as you can see there, so, you know, it's just... Oh, I don't know!
He died working out. Stupid boy.
So I'm drawing to the end of my first hour with the game. I'm continuing on with the Overseer quest. I think that's the way I'm going to push forward. I do like it. I like the world. It does feel very lonely. And I need to get my head around the base building and things like that. Now, I'm continuing this after the big patch that dropped. And also it was offline and they did an update server side too. So the reviews have been out for quite a while now, and it's really had a colossal hammering. Eurogamer gave it 1 out of 5. IGN, I don't think, gave it much better, like a 5 or something like that. I think it's a bit harsh. On the other hand, people are very angry as well. But I'm going to keep on playing, because I think it could make good videos, because of the bugs, and because of the journey we can all go on with it, and see how it develops. But, I don't know, what do you think, you fine fellow? Well, I think that's self-explanatory. Time Sausages Gaming Channel.